Head to Kowalski's in Woodbury this Friday to pick up some 7th Avenue pizza and see the one and only meat sauce from 4 to 6. Find out more information at KFA.com. Make the keyword calendar. Hi.
Zach, what's your problem with the cameras?
I guess I just looked. If you could, Ben, move Corey's camera around the corner there. Perfect.
Corner.
Beautiful. Because we're on the power hour now.
The power hour.
Power hour.
Hey, Cor.
Yes, sir.
What would you guess, according to FanDuel, the Vikings' current Super Bowl odds are for 2024?
40-1.
Ooh. You're
40-1?
40-1, yes.
Well, you hit it right on the head?
Yeah, they're plus 4,000, yeah.
You're good at this gambling.
Oh, boy. I'm going to give you a round of applause.
Well, the only reason I guessed it, I think, weren't they around 50-1 last year?
Yeah.
So I just figured they were probably slightly better based on the season they just had.
Chiefs
Good
are your
deduction.
favorite at plus 600. The Buffalo Bills plus 850. And the Eagles plus 900, tied with the Bengals and 49ers.
You're so good at that, but yet you always go Morikawa on the golf bet.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colin for life.
Just throwing the chips in the middle.
Yeah, once in a while you got to go all in with a bad hand.
Yeah.
I don't blame you, man.
Oh,
Yeah, Colin for life.
Colin is a good pick.
He's going to
Okay,
win.
calm down,
He's
Zach.
going to win a couple more majors, so one of these times I'm going to snipe it. Like the Masters this year.
Do you have any long-term golf bets involving number of majors? Like, did you guys bet anything with Spieth a couple years ago? when he
Yeah, I
was-
think we're almost out of that one.
Yeah.
But
This is
wasn't
the
it
year.
$100 bet?
Yeah.
What a waste of time. A
Yeah,
5-year
waste of time.
bet.
This is the year, though, but, because I picked him in the bit. It's the first time I've watched him, like, almost every shot. If he can figure out his putting, he'll be one of the best golfers in the game.
He's great from 40 feet,
He just
60
can't putt.
feet. But
He
yeah,
can't putt.
10 feet, he's
Or
just...
3 feet.
Yeah.
He missed, like, multiple 3-foot putts this weekend.
Yeah.
He had a round on he shot like a 63 on round 2, which bled into Saturday morning. He's on fire. Then he just can't get the putter going again. He's lights out, as Muss said, from 50 yards in. Then he can't putt. And that's his downfall.
So, but this is our last year of the bet?
Yeah.
So I have 4 majors to go.
Yeah.
All right. Man, we made a 5-year $100 bet.
Yeah, but that was
That's stupid.
Yeah, that was.
You've made 5-hour bets.
I mean, you want to double it?
5 hours.
Do you want to double it?
Well, no, not now. I only have 4 tournaments left.
What if we make it 500 and I say for the rest of his career?
Wow.
How old is he?
That's a long time.
I'll be dead. So I'm.
Oh, good point. You'll never pay up. You'll be dead.
What
He's
is the
29.
basis of the bet? What'd you
I just said after when because remember he was
did that hot season. Yeah, he won
like
the
was it
Masters.
2015 to 2014 to 2016 something like
Yeah.
that. He was on fire. He
Yeah.
won almost everything. He was the number 1 player in the world.
Yeah, they were
He
trying to
couldn't
crown
miss.
him as the next best
Yeah,
thing.
Under Armour put all that money into him, and he got. Remember, he fell apart on hole 13 at the 2017 Masters, and I think after that, I said he'll never win another major.
Really?
Yeah.
You went that far?
Yeah.
We made a
major,
5-year
yeah.
bet
Yeah.
for $100.
Yeah, and he's been. I think he was close last year. One of them he was decently close, but he just can't putt. You can't win a major if you can't putt.
Yeah, you're right.
500 for the rest of his career.
That he won't.
I just
You
don't
could
think he
almost
will.
stumble
But
into one of
even
those in a
that,
full career.
Let's say he plays another 15 years of competitive golf.
Yeah.
$500. Are we really going to wait 15 years?
No.
Again,
And
one
just
of
end,
us will be
just end the
dead.
bet after this
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's start a new one.
All
you
right.
can end the bet this
Yeah.
year, and then you guys can
Sounds
start a new
good.
one.
All right. Cool.
Fan 5, go.
It's time for Fan 5, brought to you by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, builders and remodelers. Zach, let's start with you because the Wild are back at it tonight, hosting the Florida Panthers of Anaheim at 7 o'clock right here on The Fan.
Yeah, they got back into their winning ways. It's been a rough start to 2023 for the Wild, but they looked decent, particularly. I mean, the second period was rough, but they turned it around the third, came back, tied the game, and then, of course, won it in a shootout, an awesome shootout. Philip Gustafsson is a phenomenal goaltender. If he can, keep playing the way he's playing, the Wild, I think, will sneak into the playoffs, but it's close, and they got a good team tonight in the Florida Panthers. So should be a fun one. 6:30 or 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock puck drop here on the Fan.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are at the Dallas Mavericks tonight, and Kyrie Irving and Luka. The Mavericks on DraftKings are 8-point favorites. Over/under is 232.
The Wolves game on Friday was so disheartening. They just, you watch, and I know, who cares? And it's the butterfly effect, and who cares about any of it? None of it really matters. But
Wow.
you're
going dark.
But they gave up for Rudy Gobert, basically, other than the unprotected first-round picks, what they gave up for Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant's 35. Who knows? He's hurt a lot, but Rudy Gobert on Friday had 8 points, and he was a minus 19. Rudy Gobert sucks. And this team is just so hot and cold. They're one game above 500. No one knows what their second best player in Karl Anthony Towns is doing. They're just a wasteland. They're going to be in the play-in tournament. They're probably going to lose. Whole thing's going to start all over again. They won't have a first-round pick in one of the best drafts in NBA history. They're terrible.
Can I ask a question for the audience and for the crowd here? Because I don't know. Is Gobert terrible, or they just don't know how to use him?
I think it's a combination of both. I think he's in a weird system, and we've talked about it with Max. Where when they want to get out and run, he just isn't that. That's not what he is. But when they play, when they can get him down in space, and maybe that's what Mike Conley's for. And I know it's one game with Mike Conley. Maybe that'll help when you don't have a shoot first point guard. But it's what? How many games have they played? I just said they played almost 60 games. It doesn't work with this team so far. Now, granted, Cat hasn't played, but what they gave up for him is not what you should get out of a guy that you gave up almost your core players, a couple of your core players, and 4 first-round picks and a pick swap for. You give that up for a Kevin Durant. I mean, if the Wolves were to make a trade to trade Anthony Edwards, that's the kind of trade they would get. You get 4 unprotected picks, and you get a guy who just is kind of just there.
Mm-hmm. Fun. The New York Jets, according to sources, have inquired with the Green Bay Packers about the availability of Aaron Rodgers. So the Jets at least want to talk to the Packers to see if it's possible. But, of course, the problem, Ben, is we believe that this is the week he's doing that darkness retreat.
Starts today.
Because he said after the Super Bowl. So he might be in isolation right now, just sitting in the dark. Who knows? Thinking about his future. He claims that's part of the process that's going to give him clarity, and he's going to make a decision whether or not he wants to keep going. There's a lot of money in the light when he gets out of this darkness retreat. Right? A lot of guaranteed money just sitting there. All he has to do is say, I want to keep playing.
Sauce, how many times would you be taking a Nature's Ambien before it just became boring?
That's all I would do.
4 straight days.
That's all I would do.
But you can only use your mind.
Yeah,
he couldn't.
You don't have a phone or a
that.
tablet or a computer.
Yeah, he
I'm fine
couldn't
with
do 4 days with just out his
No,
phone.
no, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Sounds horrible. It sounds horrible. I couldn't do it. And
He'll be
forget
there
the
with his
phone
best
part.
friends, though.
I just couldn't do it.
You couldn't go 4 days without your phone.
No way.
Yeah, but a lot of
In the
people
light.
couldn't. A lot of people.
A lot of people couldn't do that.
Yeah, nobody could.
Depends
A
on
lot
where
of
you
people
are. If I was just sitting at home, I would get anxious not having my phone. If I was in Vegas or on a beach somewhere or in the mountains,
I'm in
I
Mexico.
could ditch my phone for 4 days. Piece of cake. Sitting at
problem.
home, I'd be bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
But if you're in the side of a mountain with no darkness, completely shut off from the world, that would be hard. To have no phone?
Yeah, no phone would be
You
awful.
got nothing to visually and mentally distract you. That would be really hard.
Well, Zach just went into a bunch of snowbanks in the side of a mountain in Norway.
He had his phone, though.
I had better service in Norway than I do like here.
You had better service on the side of a mountain than you did in wherever the place you were staying
I had
at.
a high-def FaceTime call with my mom in the middle of nowhere, like an hour away from the closest town. I don't know how they do it over there. Whatever they have in those cell towers was not very high.
You brought edibles, didn't you?
No, I did not. But I do have a story to tell out there.
Okay. Benjamin, last thing before we got to go to break here. If you had to bet, let's say a significant amount of money, not a 5-year bet for $100. Let's say you got to bet $50,000 and you have to be right. What team does Aaron Rodgers play for next year? What's your gut say? Well, I should actually ask you, do you believe he's going to keep playing?
That's what.
I believe he's going to keep playing.
Really?
Where does he go? Got to be right. $50K, Ben. Don't just waste $50K. Abby's going to hate you.
He's got to go somewhere
Come on,
where
man.
he thinks he's going to win, right? Because it's not because of the money at this point for him. He
So
definitely wants,
what's
this is his legacy.
What's
that
his
he's going
trade
to.
power? Can he ixnay any trade? If he says,
I guess the leverage is he can just say, I'm retiring.
Yeah, and then they have to pay him. That's his leverage.
yeah,
I don't think he has a no trade clause. I think we looked it up. It doesn't matter. But
if he comes out of this darkness retreat and says, I want to keep playing, but I want to investigate a trade.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's the Jets and he's like, I don't want to do it, then is he just back to being a Packer?
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
I think he
Vegas.
No, he won't retire because he's too egotistical. He won't go in the Hall of Fame the same time as Brady.
Oh, that's a good point there. However, I think he's looking for, to increase his legacy by playing next year, and that's why he wouldn't go to the Jets. San Fran, I mean, obviously, everybody was talking about that, but that's probably unlikely.
Vegas still works.
Vegas works too.
All right, more with Ben Leber and Muss after this. On the Fan.
The Fan, along with Adams Pest Control, want to help put $1,000 in your hand. Listen weekdays on The Fan.
Love the outdoors? A career with Adams Pest Control lets you work outdoors without being micromanaged. Great pay, great benefits, paid training with no experience required. Go to AdamsPestControl.com for details.
Mattress Firm's President's Day sale is here. Shop and save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Find your dream bed at Mattress Firm. Then cozy up on your new bed because there's nothing better than staying in.
How's your carpet look at your home, your cabin, your place of work? If the answer is not great, especially after the game yesterday, maybe there's some spills or some accidents, then call 952-0-RES today. They can deal with carpet emergencies, but they also, of course, can just deal with carpet general maintenance. That's exactly what I had done on my house 1 week ago today. 0-RES was out to my house. Now my daughter's bedrooms look spectacular. They look like they're brand new. Our bedroom looks spectacular as well. And we got a free hallway thrown in, and that's the exact same deal you all can get. If you simply ask for the Cafe and Special at 952-0-RES, they'll do 3 rooms and throw in a free hallway for just $119. So one of the best deals of the year is during the month of love. And look, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Who doesn't want to show a little love to your carpet? Make sure it looks as clean as possible. Now, 0-RES also does air duct system cleaning, rugs, upholstery, and tile. But this month, focus on your carpets. Make sure it looks good. 952-0-RES. Mention KFAN or go online anytime at 0resminnesota.com.
This is Dean with Wedding Day Diamonds. I always struggle with what to get my wife for Valentine's Day since the holidays were just a few weeks ago. But Valentine's Day is that one day. It's about your love and showing that you feel great about your relationship and what you mean to one another. Now, that doesn't mean you have to spend thousands of dollars because I know Wedding Day Diamonds has many gifts for any budget. You can buy her a magnificent pair of diamond study rings for just $149. I'm not kidding. Last time I checked, even flowers can cost that much. Get her half-carat diamond studs for $379 or a 1-carat total weight for $795. We even brought back our 2-carat diamond studs for $1,795. Of course, we have many other gifts like tennis bracelets, diamond necklaces, as well as our famous halo pendants and hearts, specially priced from $179. Shop weddingdaydiamonds.com/sweet deals or stop in at any of our 9 showrooms and have one of our talented client advocates guide you.
Thanks for switching lanes to Raising Cane's. one box combo, please.
That's 4 juicy chicken fingers we'll start cooking. Garlicky butter Texas toast tastes as good as it's looking. Fresh coleslaw and crispy fries you won't be skipping. And our secret cane sauce you'll want to keep dipping. Plus, our lemonade or iced tea made fresh today by me. Yo, 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 here's your chicken to go.
Wow, that was fast.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Guardsy. Valentine's Day is coming up, and whether it's delicious food or fantastic flowers, my friends at Whole Foods Market have what you need. Prime members get a double dozen bunch of roses for just $24.99. Without Prime, it's $34.99, February 8th through the 14th. You'll also save on steaks and shrimp for a sizzling Valentine's Day, and you can explore more wallet-happy finds with 365 by Whole Foods Market. Hit your local Whole Foods Market to get in on the love affair, February 8th through the 14th. Visit your local Whole Foods Market today.
Do you snore or need caffeine in the morning? Visit mygymsleep.com today and get started on a better night's sleep and better life. It's quick, easy, and convenient from your home and online. mygymsleep.com. Again, that's mygymsleep.com. And take life back for you and your partner with a good night's sleep.
Meet Chris Hockey. Radio celebrity by day, rock star by night.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal, and if you're like me, which is unlikely, but we'll go with it, you need a big deal vehicle too. I found mine at Park Jeep in Burnsville. I need a vehicle that makes a statement. I'm the man. I drive over giant boulders because I can. Plus, Park Jeep is the only AEV dealer in Minnesota. Now that's a big deal.
Get treated like a big deal at Park Chrysler Jeep in Burnsville. Online at parkjeep.com.
Trusted exterior home improvements for over 70 years. Buildersandremodelers.com.
Minnesota Wild, Florida Panthers tonight at 7 on the station for Minnesota Wild hockey. FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
This year's Power Trip Vegas adventure may be sold out, but KFAN and Coors Light have your shot at a spot on this year's trip. Join Corey Cove at Blaine Brook Bowl in Blaine on February 17th from 5 to 7 to enjoy Coors Light and enter for your shot for a trip to Vegas with the show. Head to KFAN.com, keyword calendar for more information.
How long are you going to talk?
Yeah, you could still win a trip to Las Vegas with the Power Trip Morning Show. It's pretty cool. Just win it. All right, here we go. Lots of stuff.
Time now for headlines presented by Paul Bunyan Plumbing and Drain.
You guys ready?
Let's do this, man.
An anonymous donor walked into the Turkish embassy in D.C. the other day and donated $30 million to help the victims of the earthquake.
Wow. $30 million.
Anonymous, $30 mil.
Did you write a check for that, or is that like one of those cool briefcase
Don't know.
moments?
I don't know.
You're not anonymous if you walk in.
$5,000 before.
Wow.
Well, I mean, somebody at the Turkish embassy knows who you are, but asked to remain anonymous. Somebody knows. I don't know.
It's a lot of money.
Jeez.
That would be weird to do like a reverse heist where you protect your own identity to give money away. Right? You're wearing like a Reagan mask just to give them $30 million.
I'm such an idiot and so poor that I just imagine that you have to bring one of those big golf checks. That's how you sign over a check. It's not a regular check.
Here's my Happy Gilmore check.
Right. Oh, one of those.
Does anybody else think that that's the worst place to drop off $30 million?
A Turkish embassy? Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't there probably some other relief fund that you could just say, like, here's $30 million anonymously that you think is actually... Do they know? Does he know that's actually going to go to the relief efforts?
That's a lot of money to have faith that it's going to end up in the right spot or go to the right causes. I don't know.
That's a ton.
A student at Auburn University made a full court putt during their basketball game against Alabama on Saturday. He had to putt a golf ball 94 feet to win a car, and he nailed it.
Good for him, man.
That's pretty sweet.
Man. Now,
sell that thing. Yeah, sell that thing right away and go party your face off.
I would assume in a lot of those things there has, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just guessing, but there has to be like a cash option, right?
Right.
Like whatever. It's just a college student. I know I'm stereotyping, but you think that kid's just going to come up with like $12,000 in taxes?
Well, no, but you mean in a car?
Yeah.
But if you sell the car, then you make the money.
But no, correct. But I would assume
You
that
still get
they on
taxed
the
on it.
spot.
Well, of course, but you're still clearing a whole bunch.
Sure.
You're clearing the difference between the value of the car and the taxes that you paid on the car.
But I would
you're
bet
still making money.
that they have that option all set up, or they'll go, we'll keep the car.
Just skip that step.
We'll skip that
Maybe,
step.
I
I
don't
would
know.
assume, yeah.
Isn't that the same thing for the hole-in-one deals at golf tournaments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're insured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
But
would
I'm
assume.
saying the cash option.
I would
Is that an
assume-
option?
I'm
I'm guessing it's all the same.
I don't know. Yeah. All that stuff's insured, right? It has to be.
Well, not the insurance
the-
part of it. I'm
yeah.
saying like the way the contest works. I think it's probably all the same. Whether you're
Where's Barb? Barb would know.
putting something on a basketball court or hitting a hole-in-one at a golf scramble, I'm guessing it's all kind of handled the same way.
A buddy of mine hit a hole-in-one in a golf scramble in a charity event, won this really sweet golf cart, and he did not get the option, as far as I know.
He
I know a
might
guy
not.
walked up to him and said, hey, I'll give you this much for it, which basically was going to cover the tax on it. But he kept it anyways.
Are you guys familiar with McCrispies?
No,
A
but
chicken sandwich. McCrispy at McDonald's?
No,
Oh, I thought it was a new cereal.
No, maybe
That's what I thought, too.
maybe it's just in England. I've never heard of it, but again, I don't eat like a normal human being. But in Cornwall, England, there was an advertisement at a bus stop for McDonald's new McCrispy chicken sandwich. But it was not. It was right next to a road sign for a crematorium.
Oh.
So now people are upset, calling it tasteless.
Well, yeah.
Is it just me, or is that a total stretch?
I feel that's a total stretch.
That's a stretch
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
Yeah, it is.
It's a weird word
It's
to
like-
use to describe that. They're saying the McCrispies are tasteless, or this the idea that they're sold next to a crematorium is
the ad for a McCrispy next to an ad for a crematorium or a sign for a crematorium is somehow tasteless.
We're adults, right?
I honestly
Yeah,
don't.
well, I don't
I
know.
legitimately
We've
don't
like
know
a-
if I would have made that connection if I saw
Yeah.
the two next to
It's
each
like a
other.
bus bench or something like that, and all of a sudden they're like,
don't know.
oh, how dare you.
I guess. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are buying a $34.5 million mansion. 34.5 mil. What did we think of the Bennifer Dunkin' Donuts commercial?
I've got a system if you want to hear it.
I actually liked it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
You want to hear it?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's hear it.
Welcome to Dunkin', a new special. Dunkin' Run, medium or large coffee, get a donut for an incremental dollar. Like, how can it be this inexpensive and good?
Cream, no sugar.
I'm just gonna have to just give you 10 munchkins. Do I look familiar?
No. What are you doing here?
Ask me if I'm
Is this what you do when you say you're going to work all day?
I gotta go, guys.
Grab me a glaze.
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So if I'm Dunkin' Donuts, the deal I signed with Ben Affleck is, you know how the Ben Stiller and Steve Martin ads last night for Pepsi that were basically, are we acting or not? And
Right.
the
Yeah.
whole point was, you got to try Pepsi Zero, or whatever it was, yourself.
That was
to
great.
decide whether or not Ben Stiller and Steve Martin are acting. If I'm Dunkin' Donuts and I have Ben Affleck work at a drive-thru and we film the Super Bowl commercial, I promote that he's going to be in a Dunkin' Donut within the next week or something. Right? Like say, hey, you never know. Ben Affleck might be in your Dunkin' Donuts this week. But then the deal is he actually is in one somewhere again. So then for like the next week, everybody feels maybe this is, it's probably going to be in Boston again. I would advertise he's showing up at another one.
But just the
And just try to
association
keep
alone.
the buzz going
Yeah,
for the next
good
week
point.
or two.
Yeah.
People might actually, I mean, we're all fairly stupid and be like, hey, maybe
100%.
maybe he does actually show up with those. I'm going to go to mine.
I cut the deal that he's got to go back in one post Super Bowl too.
How much would that cost?
Well,
for an appearance?
How much did he get paid to do
Oh
that
yeah, he
one?
got paid a lot to do that
Right,
one.
so whatever it is, add a couple zeros and say, get back, get your ass back in the drive-thru.
Man, that's a lot of coffee to sell.
It's a lot. It's a lot of coffee and donuts to sell.
Yeah.
You know, one of the nicest guys I ever met on Radio Row of the Final Four is this guy, Jared Fogle from Subway.
Yeah,
he was a sweetheart to me.
He stopped in the studio with us before, yeah.
Gerdsey and I
Did he
always
really?
thought he was a nice interview.
Because he
was a
thought you
sweetheart
were
of a man.
way younger than your actual
No,
age.
he loved him because he would actually talk sports.
Yeah, but he was a nice guy. Turns out he was absolute trash.
Yeah, he's one of the
ID, the television channel ID, just made a 3-part documentary called Jared from Subway Catching a Monster, and it premieres Monday, March 6th. Will you guys watch a 3-part documentary on Jared from Subway?
I think I already kind of know how the whole thing plays out.
Right.
Like what happened. I don't.
Sauce?
I mean, I don't know. He sucks. Like that 911 or the call that I don't know if we played it, but the call of the undercover catching him, and when he thinks he's gonna get what he wants and how happy and excited he is, it's so disturbing. I don't know. That guy sucks. How is he not dead?
The thing about those documentaries, though, is, and this is the part that I always worry about, is there's going to be a moment where they're going to put him in a light where you almost have to feel bad for the guy.
Zero
and
chance.
He is an absolute horrible human being.
I hope
and I
he-
don't
yeah.
want to have that moment. It always happens. It happens even if you're watching, the documentaries on serial killers or whatever. It's like, well, there's like a moment where they put him in a picture or them in a picture of, okay, I guess I can kind of relate a little bit because this is still a human being. No, I don't want to be in that spot.
What if part of this documentary shows him doing Radio Row interviews at Final Fours, and there's a part of the documentary where Gerdsey and I have our arm around him, smiling, taking photos, looking like we're his best friends?
Then I'll watch.
I mean, if you two show up.
Yeah.
We're
How
just shaking
pissed
his
would you
hand
be?
and thanking him over and over again, smiling, being like, man, really loved having you on. Thanks, Jared. See you next year. Can't wait to spend time with you again.
And as long
Whoops.
as you share the money for the lawsuit that you would file against ID Network for not clearing your face and your likeness.
I didn't sign a release.
I know you didn't sign it.
No.
Yep.
Goodwill stores in Nevada are encouraging people to donate their ex's stuff for Valentine's Day.
It's a great
Jesus,
bit.
that was a maniacal
Wow.
laugh.
I know.
That's funny.
You got somebody in mind?
Yeah. How much
Why
time
did
do
you
you
enjoy
have?
that so much?
Oh, I just find the idea of, bringing a box of things you hate funny.
Why do you have to hate your ex?
Yeah, right.
Well, if you're bringing their stuff to a Goodwill,
Well, maybe they moved.
I think that's a pretty good sign that
maybe
you're not
they
a big
moved.
fan.
Maybe they had
Right.
a growth spurt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
They happen late in life sometimes.
Yeah.
A guy in Michigan flashed a gun in a Taco Bell drive-thru lane to get a free soda.
Just
He
for
was
soda?
he was on probation, so now he's back in jail. Although I would
can't
argue
do
he
that.
should have been in jail anyway for flashing a gun in a drive-thru. But he was
Yeah,
on
don't do
probation,
that.
so he's going back to jail.
Baja Blast is really that good, though.
I
Yeah,
guess.
Baja Blast with a giant Taco Bell meal.
I was gonna say,
so good.
Did he actually get what he wanted?
I
mean,
it
it might be-
doesn't say.
it
I
might be
don't
worth
think
it to him.
so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
He's
think-
sitting in jail going, I do it all over again.
Fair trade-off.
He did
yeah.
it for the do.
No regrets.
Right. Yeah, no regrets. Did he get a crunch wrap? Because those kick ass.
All right, you guys want to play a fun game?
Absolutely.
A guy in Arizona applied for a job at his local police station. Part of this process, I didn't know this was part of it, but according to this story, a part of the process was taking a polygraph test.
I didn't know that was part of the process.
I didn't know. Maybe it's just in Arizona. A guy in Arizona applied for a job at his local police station, had to take a polygraph, but he ended up admitting to blank, and now he's going to jail.
Getting a free soda at a Taco Bell?
I'm going to say some sort of tax fraud or something.
Okay, tax fraud.
Muss. Yeah.
I'm going to say that, oh, man. That he was actually a drug mule and was
Like Zach.
was currently holding.
Okay. Sauce.
Ticket scalping.
Ticket scalping. Okay.
Yeah,
Zach.
man, I was
What
thinking
is this, Mike
tax.
Tice?
Something tax related.
Tax related as well. Max.
I'm just going to go with the big one. I'm just going to say murder.
I don't. Well, the last time I interviewed for a job was this one over 20 years ago. I don't know how job interviews work nowadays, but I got to tell you, if I get fired today from this job and I'm back on the job market and I have to interview over the next handful of weeks or months, even if I was guilty of this, and I'm not, I don't know how child pornography comes up in a job interview.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
He
kill
admitted
him.
that he had some at his home, and now he's going to jail.
Ew.
I'm so glad I didn't
Kill
guess that.
him.
So
I'm
I'm glad he got caught. I'm not
Right.
saying I wish he would have hit it better. I'm glad he got caught. Let's put this guy in jail.
Yeah.
But if you have this and you're applying for a job at your local police station and you know or you find out that a polygraph is part of it, don't you just say, I don't know what they're going to ask me. I got to just say, I got to find a different job.
Wouldn't you love to see the list of other questions that they have? If that's one of them?
If that's
that's the thing.
Child porn? Do you have any?
Right.
You know, I mean,
Well, that's the thing.
No, I'm going to guess it's not the first question.
Off the charts.
Yeah.
Whoops. Man.
So you're guessing that's how it all went down. It's like they ask him whether or not he has any or whatever, and he's like, no, not at all. And they're like, let's follow back on that.
I wonder if it's more general than that. Maybe is it? You know, are you currently, or have you ever, been convicted of a felony or committed a felony? Have you ever broken the law? Are you currently breaking the law? Maybe they just start out general.
Yeah.
And whether he says yes or no, whether the polygraph goes the wrong way, maybe they start follow-up questions and they somehow got to that.
Maybe they ask questions like wives ask questions, where they leave it way open-ended and you don't know what you're going to admit to. And suddenly you're like, yeah, no, I was totally out with Bob and the boys.
Can you tell the polygraph tester to stop badgering you?
Yeah. Get off my back, man.
Yeah, just lay off me. Why was the first one?
What's up with all the questions?
Did you get my text? Could you be specific? I got 8 of them from you today.
Yeah.
Just tell me, did you get the text from
Why are
me
you asking
from
the same question over and over again?
Right. Yeah.
Well, again, not to circle back, but I just feel bad now that Gerdsey and I asked Jared about basketball when we could have just asked him, do you have underage pictures on your phone? We never asked him that. Why would I think to ask him?
Maybe that's how it started. He was like, what did you have for lunch? Subway. Do you like Subway? Yeah. Do you like Jared from Subway? No.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You just ran out of time. You know how they got those Wranglers going,
like 9
5
minutes.
minutes, 5 minutes, you got to go.
Yep. So I got a text from our good buddy Brett Klein, and he said that it is not uncommon for the southern states to give polygraph tests.
Really?
Yes. Oh, wow. And this was in Arizona?
Arizona.
Not sure you consider that southerners, but...
and I don't even necessarily know what job he was looking to do, right? It may have just been like the person working the front desk at the police station, but he was working at a police station.
Well, you got to think that if you're going to be working in the, let's say, the child sex trafficking division of whatever police department, that they would give you some sort of test.
And maybe that's why he was going for that job, you know?
Yeah. It's
saw
like,
that opening.
Let's make sure that we're just we're not giving this guy some fuel for his...
Yeah. A road rage incident in California ended with a woman taking out a Sharpie and writing profanities on the other person's hood.
I mean, come on, man.
I kind of love that.
Yeah. Road rage, man, is it's a weird thing. I have some road rage, shocking. Yeah, but I learned it from my grandpa, my dad's dad, who, man, it was tough driving with him. Everybody who honked, it was bad. It was, it was tough.
Just profanities.
Oh, the F word when we were like kids in the back
full
seat.
on window down, pointing at people.
Flipping people off. Right. Oh, yeah, the MFer, all of it. Oh,
well, it's cold outside, and he's got the windows up, and he's
got the gloves on.
You there.
Oh, yeah, got the gloves on, but giving people,
smoking the heater with the grandkids in the back.
Oh, yeah.
A high school teacher in Michigan planted a note about a fake bomb threat in his classroom last week, and police said he did it just to get school canceled on Thursday.
Come on.
Normally, it's the kids that do that. This was the teacher.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to work.
Come on.
I wonder what he had planned on Thursday that he didn't want to work. Because if it was just, I'm tired of working, that's lame.
Just
if it was some crazy reason, like you wanted to go to a Shinedown concert or something.
Okay, well, now I get it.
Well, okay.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day, if you have forgotten. But today is Galentine's Day. That's about celebrating female friendships. Now, I don't know what that is.
Wait a minute.
Friendships?
So Galentine's is just today?
Yeah.
Wow. I've been led to believe that Galentine's is pretty much any time before Valentine's Day.
Yeah, my wife and some of her friends celebrated on Saturday, but I guess the unofficial official day is today.
I just
13th.
assumed it was almost every happy hour.
Exactly.
And bingo opportunity.
It's 24/7 in Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I love Nashville.
Yeah, I'm going. I can't wait.
Happy birthday to Jerry Springer. How old do you think Jerry Springer is today?
74.
He's got to be a solid 80, 81, 82.
77.
Say 82.
You guys are dancing around it. This guy is 79.
Some 9 years ago, I spent time with a woman I shouldn't have, and I paid her with a check. I wish I hadn't done that, and the truth is, I wish no one would ever know.
paid a prostitute
What?
with a check.
What a rookie mistake.
Oh my god!
Come on, man.
Come
Come
on.
on. You got to use your credit card. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, they got that swipey thing on it.
Yeah, you got Square?
We've been playing this soundbite on the show since
God.
2006.
Yeah.
That's when it was loaded into the system. And I still can't get over the end of it. The end is the key.
Some 9 years ago, I spent time with a woman I shouldn't have, and I paid her with a check. I wish I hadn't done that, and the truth is, I wish no one would ever know.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Correct.
Is if he would have done it and gotten away with it, he would have been like, man, I dodged a bullet there. Probably shouldn't have paid her with a check. Shouldn't have done that. It's more so that was the way that people tracked it and figured it out. It was the paper trail. Yeah. He did that in 1974, and he had to resign from the Cincinnati City Council.
Man,
I can't believe someone would accept a check.
Oh, I
For
think
said services.
I'm guessing that a lot of those women will take any form of payment that they can get.
yeah.
I don't know.
A check. You
What
don't
if
pay
it
a drug
bounces?
dealer with a check.
Yeah, what if it bounces?
Well, it
How
probably
embarrassing
gives
is
you
that
an
when you're
idea
at
of
the
the
bank?
quality of chick that he was with.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this video, Sauce. I don't know if you have this audio or not, but I guess this video is going viral. A video has been making the rounds of a woman on a plane completely losing her mind because her boyfriend broke up with her on the plane.
No, I don't.
Oh, bad move.
She screams, falls to the floor crying, and then screams some more. And then somebody in the comments noticed that a crew member wearing a safety vest, which would mean the plane is still on the ground, so maybe it wasn't in the air yet even. Apparently, they gave her 2 bags, and then she's begging, please don't leave me. So I haven't seen the video yet, but
That's not an in-flight thing. That's a baggage claim.
Even if you're on the ground, even if the flight hasn't taken off, you can't break up on a plane.
No.
Yeah.
Unless it's really that bad. That's just like, all right, you know
I mean,
what?
she sounds like a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll sit next to her for the next
Yeah.
2.5 hours, 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, she like the only way I could think of a good reason would be like if she's like you catch her cheating while you go to the bathroom or something, you come back and she's
you know, on a plane? What, she give an HJ's in the next seat?
At the terminal?
Right.
Right.
Hey, my boyfriend left. Do you want a quick handy?
That's like the only reason I can think of that would be excusable.
Who do you hang out with?
She hooked up with some dude at Hudson News?
Right. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, but also think about the level that he was at to just be like, that's it, we're done. Like his cuppeth was overflowing.
I guess.
Like he
Yeah.
was ready to go, and he's
Yeah.
like, hey man, this one little vacation, maybe this solves everything. Maybe this helps out a relationship. And then she gives him crap one more time sitting. He's like, that's it.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah,
Did
she
he
asked him
gamble?
about the clothes on the floor one too many times, and he lost it.
Ben,
She
we
must
know-
have cheated on him on the plane.
He must have just
Zach.
completely gambled there, where
Yeah.
he's just like, she won't throw a fit in front of this many people on a plane.
Ben, we know you got to go, even though we're taking this to the top of the hour. We don't have any other commercial breaks, which is just badass now. But today is the 46th birthday of the greatest wide receiver of all time. Happy birthday to
the 46th birthday?
Greatest wide receiver of all time. Happy 46th birthday to
Terrell Owens.
No.
I don't know.
You played with him for like 4 games.
Oh, Randy Moss?
Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Randy Moss, 46.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Former teammate of yours.
Happy birthday. Well, guys, it's been real.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Ben.
man.
A lot of fun.
Now that
We'll
you're
do
gone,
this
we can
again
s-
on Thursday?
No, now that you're gone, we're going to start talking football.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. I've exhausted all my takes.
That's fine.
I'd just be repeating myself.
Fair. Well, we're going to as well.
But we're going to claim them as our takes.
Yep.
That's fine.
Right, yeah,
That's fine.
absolutely.
All right, Ben. See you Thursday, dude.
Love you.
Bye,
Ben
guys.
Leary, you can see him on
Bye.
Twin Cities Live, 3 to 4:30 weekdays. And then on our show, Mondays and Thursdays, from 6:30 to 8:30, give or take.
Can I say something quick? And I know, like, whatever it is, what it is, and this is going to sound really dumb, but
Wow.
well,
I have no idea what that just meant.
I don't either. Well,
Say
you
that
were
again?
talking.
Whatever it is
this
that
is
it
something
is?
I want to bring something up that I just realized that I think is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were talking to Ben because it wasn't about me. I was looking to buy Ant-Man tickets for this weekend.
Dear God.
Guess how much 2 tickets to Ant-Man is for a 3:00 show on a Saturday.
3:00 show. That's technically a matinee.
2 tickets.
Correct?
Yeah, 3D bit.
Does matinee pricing start at 4-ish? Or
Yeah.
sorry, end at 4-ish?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did you say 3D?
Does matinee apply to the weekends though?
Maybe not. I don't know.
But let's
Good
okay.
question.
But yeah, sorry, 4:00. So maybe not a matinee.
All right, so 4:00 Saturday opening weekend Ant-Man. 2 tickets?
2 tickets.
And in 3D.
3D?
Yeah.
It's got to be like
I'm going to say
$40.
40 was my guess too. I'll
26.
say $42.
I'm saying
13
30.
each.
47.27.
Oh,
What?
Man, my goodness.
Damn near
47.27. Damn near $50. And whatever. It is like, that's ridiculous. You can go to a Twins game for cheaper for 2 people.
Yeah, come on.
My God.
$50 for 2 movie tickets?
You could wait it out and then buy the movie for less than that. Watch it anytime you want
Just
at
to
home.
watch Paul Rudd stand in front of a green screen for
No
3
wonder
hours.
he bootlegs them. I
Can't
don't blame you now.
Well,
$50?
Say that to Mr. Z tomorrow morning.
$50.
Oh, don't
You
say that
haven't
to
even
Mr.
got a soda. You
No,
haven't got
and
any
I gotta get all that.
Yep.
Yes.
You got to get the movie pass, man.
I don't know what that is.
It just came back out. It's like 10. They have different tiers of it. I just got it. I pay the $10 a month tier, and you can see 3 movies a month for $10. But if you do more than that, it's like $20. You can see like 7, like $30. You can pretty much see an infinite amount of movies.
Is this the bit where you can pay extra for like middle seats and then not pay as much if you're up in the front, and that kind of where you pay per seat depending on where it is in the theater?
Yeah, dynamic pricing is going to kick in here, I think, pretty soon, right? At AMC theaters, they said.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, I mean it's reserved. It's the
It makes
reserved
sense,
seating.
though.
Bit. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean,
Here, let's try this.
should a front row seat at a theater cost the same as a perfectly placed seat halfway up on a stadium seating theater? I don't think so. Right?
Is this a spot
I don't
that
wanna
like
pay the same
you
for
bought
a
the
front
seats
row.
that are right off the bar, so that way you can just go get your drinks on?
Is everything about drinking with you, Muss?
Not
Do we have to have an
everything.
intervention?
No, drinking at games.
Okay.
Drinking at movies is fun.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
great
do
song.
let's do Power Trip report card. All right, I give you the topic, you give me the grade.
Oh,
Ready,
good
Muss?
bit.
Yeah.
The game itself, A to F, pluses and minuses in play. The actual Super Bowl itself, 38-35, won by the Chiefs, graded out.
B+ for the game itself. How it ended, D-.
So maybe an A if it had been a more dramatic ending.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, because the that hold. If you're going to call that hold there at that moment, which I always hate that where you're like, oh, you got to swallow the whistle. But here's the thing: if that is a hold, that game would still be going on because there were so many other holds in that particular game.
Right.
Plus, and I understand the theory of it, and they did the right thing by taking the knee and all that kind of stuff. But taking the knee twice and then kicking a field goal for the win, not necessarily going to put you on an A grade.
No, but how about if you have Jerick McKinnon on a prop bet for an anytime touchdown?
Oh,
Even though he did exactly what he should do,
Right.
what he was told to do,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's the best possible strategy to do exactly what he did.
Well
But-
coached.
But what if you have Jerick McKinnon at, I don't know, plus 1,200,
Right.
and he intentionally goes down at the 1 and it costs you all the money? That
And
sucks.
And it was funny too because when he
it's
slid, he tapped his front foot in the end zone.
Almost,
Like,
yeah.
I could have scored. Right.
Sauce,
It
the
was-
game itself, you say, so you're going with B+, Muss?
Yes.
Game itself, graded out.
I'd go with an A. I thought it was great all around. I thought we got 2 of the best quarterbacks in the league, 2 of the best offenses in the league, one maybe the best coach of all time. I think the Eagles coach sucks. But yeah, I thought it was a dynamite game, a double-digit comeback, which is you said earlier has only happened once.
Yeah, the 28-3 game.
Yeah, I thought
That
it was.
was it.
I thought it was sweet. I thought it was an A Super Bowl.
Max.
Yeah, I'll split the difference. I'd say A- because, the game itself is one of the more entertaining back and forth Super Bowl games that I remember seeing in my lifetime. It just didn't have that defining moment, that one moment that you're going to play on replays like 20 years from now.
Sure.
It didn't have that kind of dramaticness to it, I guess. But I thought it was a really fun game. Jalen Hurts, just a Herculean effort by him to try to will the Eagles to a win. Patrick Mahomes had a couple great moments where he ran, on the injury kind of added to the drama and everything of it. But I thought it was a great game.
Zach.
Yeah, I was going to say A- as well. Can't let that one call bring it down too much, but it definitely brought it down a bit. I think would have been an A without that. But regardless, phenomenal game and memorable for the entire game, not just one specific thing.
All right, a little quicker this time. Let's go commercials, Muss. Grade out the commercials as a whole, A to F.
I got to go. I'll go C+ on it. I mean, there were a couple of them that I really liked, but ultimately I was kind of underwhelmed as far as, that anticipation of the Super Bowl commercials and $7 million for 30 seconds. I don't know. It was okay.
Sauce.
Again, I thought they were great. The Breaking Bad one was great. The Puff Daddy one was great. They were super clever and they were super funny. There were a few of them that were dumb, but yeah, I thought they were great.
Max.
I'm going C-. I don't even remember last year that I actually felt like the Super Bowl commercials in general were really on point or good. It just seems like commercials are getting more and more abstract and weird, and I don't really understand what's going on.
Zach.
C+. Yeah, I mean, a couple of them hit, but a lot of them were just usual commercials, not really memorable.
I go F just because I don't think anything was worth $7 million for 30 seconds or $14 million for 60, right? Yeah. I just think they were all a waste of money. You got to hit a massive home run to throw $7 million at a 30-second commercial. Just invest in the fan.
Yeah, man.
Save some money. You know how long $7 million would last you on KFAN?
Yeah, man.
The broadcast itself, Muss.
Broadcast, again, because I was watching on an antenna.
Oh, dear God.
My God.
And,
none of your grades
we
matter.
had a fair amount of people that were there that were really not into watching the game.
Man, you had a barrel of a good time.
So I got to watch the game. I didn't really get to hear a whole lot, but so for there, I guess I have to I'll just give it a B because it stayed on the air mostly.
Sauce.
Not where I was.
Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olson.
I thought they were great. I really did. I thought Greg Olson was really good, and you could tell there was relief in his voice that he knew he gets to do this for at least another year, and I know he doesn't need the money. I get all that, but you could tell that he was excited to be there. He broke it down in a non-Romo way. He didn't talk too much. And the Burkhardt story is incredible. Our guy at the Saints tweeted that he a couple years ago was doing Saints-like baseball, and now he's the lead guy on Fox. Burkhardt's a good story. I thought it was great.
So,
A.
So far, all A's.
Yeah, something I never got.
Sauce's report card filled with A's for the first time in his life. Max.
Correct.
Yeah, I have to go C again. I mean, bad commentary.
You to care.
Bad commentary really stands out and can ruin a broadcast. Good commentary obviously can just elevate it. There's, like I said before, kind of about the same thing with the Super Bowl stuff. There wasn't a defining play call to really make, but they didn't ruin the broadcast or anything. So I thought it was fine.
Zach?
Defining play call to me was Greg Olson yelling at Jerick McKinnon to get down before he went to the end zone. I thought Olson did a phenomenal job personally in watching Kevin Burkhardt rise through the ranks to where he is today. Was really fun. The new graphics were mostly decent as well. I give it an A.
Hey. All right, let's get controversial. Here we go. Halftime, Muss.
Ooh.
How would he know?
Okay, no, we did actually watch that.
On what, your phone?
No, so, okay, if you were just listening to it, bangers. She sounded awesome. The Ghostbusters Afterlife mini Stay Puft Marshmallow Men, I didn't really get that portion of it. I love the ending of it. I thought that was spectacular. More importantly, Rihanna just had a baby 8 months ago, right?
And she's pregnant again.
And she's pregnant again?
What they call those?
That's the most amazing.
What are they called? Irish twins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because after Grant was born, Ruby was 2 years later because Chrissy wouldn't let me near her. And Ruby's 18. She won't let me near her.
Man, you need somewhere to. Do you need somebody to talk to?
So wait, your youngest now is what, 4 or 5 years old?
18.
What? Then why won't she let you near her now?
My wife?
So yesterday, Sauce tweeted, "She's so bored."
She was.
She's so bored. Not she's so bored.
Yeah, it's the internet. You
that
can
was
find
Rihanna.
You can find any kind of porn you want on the internet.
Okay.
Who cares about my spelling?
You also then 13 hours ago tweeted, "This is the worst halftime ever. She has zero interest in being there." You said that about a pregnant woman.
Okay, yeah, but that has nothing to do with her being pregnant. I just thought she had zero interest with her being there.
13 hours
and
ago,
I'm not
you
going to
tweeted-
assume she's pregnant. I'm going to wait till that's confirmed.
13 hours ago, you
that
tweeted,
guy.
"This halftime show is if I was told to come up with an idea for the show. Hideous."
Yeah, it was half-assed, I thought. That's my opinion.
So
her songs are sweet. I just thought
the worst. F?
I mean, D.
The D.
Yeah, we're going to have no Fs on this report card. It's too much. Can't handle it.
Max.
I was doing extracurricular activities during the halftime show, so I didn't actually see it really that much, but it sounded good. And Rihanna gets an A+ no matter what. It's Rihanna.
What did you say? Hey, we got 29 minutes.
Oh, no, not that kind of extracurricular activity. I mean, if I had the option.
Blaze it.
He's not
that
talking
option.
about adult activities. He's talking about the decriminalized activity.
Yes,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Zachary.
You only need a TV timeout for that. I would.
Yeah, the other stuff.
Yeah,
It's a 30
the other
second
stuff,
timeout.
yeah, it's
the time in between the plays.
He's watching the Mario Brothers
exactly.
trailer.
I missed one down. I mean,
I would say, what are we grading again?
Rihanna.
How are you?
She was. She looked great. She sounded great. Didn't do a lot for me in terms of the performance, but that makes sense because of the whole pregnant thing. So I would say B-. B-.
Yeah, she was solid. She was fine. People are just hammering just to hammer. All right. That'll do it, Muss. You're an American treasure. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Are you excited for Vegas? We leave in a little over a month.
So pumped. Even Monster is very excited about it.
I don't buy it. You better freaking gamble.
I will
You're
not
invi-
gamble.
Why?
I don't like gambling.
Oh, my
Are you
God.
going to drink with my dad?
Oh, hell yeah.
Come on, Muss.
Yeah. I'm already starting with the $200 bet that I got going his way. So
9 to noon is next. We're back tomorrow, 5:30 until 9. Don't forget to download the podcast. Plus, the After Party podcast is back Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can subscribe on the iHeartRadio app or any other podcast service. After Party podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays. See you tomorrow.
Listen back to today's Power Trip Morning Show or to hear previous shows, podcast us on the iHeartRadio app or KFAN.com.